Let me get a couple things. Better. Alrighty. So, first thing I want to go over is what your soldiers should be doing on bids. So, honestly, this map plays a lot like pretty much every other King of the Hill map when it comes to soldier. In that you kind of just have like 2 roamers and your scouts are both pocket scouts. One of your soldiers can just kind of hang by your combo, and like you don't have to run double roam. One of your soldiers can hang by the combo and just like bomb off of damage, while your other soldier should honestly like jump behind, like especially like first thing, because it can draw a ton of eyes, and odds are like, you know, when your soldier when your soldier jumps behind you, it's like perfect grounds for your demo man to just walk forward and absolutely nuke everyone, especially if it's called and you notice like multiple players look away. So it's just excellent ground for your team to just push forward. This, if you guys have played big before, correct?
Yeah.
Yep, my favorite map.
Mids on this play very similar, excluding these chacks right here. That your demo man can just throw stickies on the other side of this and keep their team from getting any sort of space whatsoever aside from their soldiers. It's really powerful, and you should like watch for the enemy demo man to do it, so that way you can call for your soldiers to just bomb the hell out of him. Because it's annoying, and like I said, it works the same way it does on Bagel, that you can just lob stickies on the other side of the point, the other team will not ever be able to walk up. See, this map's changed since the last time I played it. This is new. This right here is just awful. This map is just, oh my god. This just kind of lets whatever class that can walk up here just jump up here.
Can you see if you can ramp slide off of that? I don't think you have enough room off of there.
You should be able to.
You have to be like perfect.
Fuck.
It looks possible. We can figure it. I can figure it out later. It's fine.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna do it. Kind of. Is that this right here?
Can you do it off right there? That's what I was thinking. Anyways, just.
I don't see why you would want to, honestly, when you can just walk here and just bomb. But your scouts, again, this is just pretty standard King of the Hill stuff for scouts, is just hang by your combo. This map's not really, you know, you don't really need a flank scout because this map doesn't really have a flank. King of the Hill, it's not really needed. But honestly, for your scouts, just pretty much form a kill ball around your demo and medic. Just laser beam any soldiers out of the sky. Demo man, honestly, should be this map like really favors aggressive demo man.
Got one of those.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, we only had aggressive demo man. Nana and Oleander.
That'll honestly be really good, especially if your scouts are, you know, around for all the time. It's just kind of dangerous for anyone who gets close to you. This right here is kind of a stupid, like, spam spot for soldiers. If you see a soldier walking up here, have your dome and just kind of sticky the hell out of that, or one of your soldiers jump up there and just fucking shoot him, because you can easily just kind of walk around this and just, with, like, no repercussions, like, your hit scan classes can't get close to that fucking dying. Especially if the rest of the team is, like, sitting right here, and they see your scout walk over here, it's just, like, instant death. So honestly, your best bet is to have your demo man sticky that, or a soldier just spam him out. Also, mentioning, I think one of your soldiers should be jumping behind every mid is like, that counts as long as they don't know you're gonna do it. And if one of their soldiers does the exact same thing, just ignore him. Like, have one of your scouts look back, call where he is every once in a while, but he's not going to be too big of a threat as long as you, like, know everyone knows he's back there. It's just, really, that bomb's not... It's more meant to draw eyes first thing on mid. Because what that soldier's probably going to do is come around and grab the pack and then re-bomb, so you can almost guarantee he's going to come from either Valley or main. Just going back to that exact same spot he bombed in through is just kind of instant death if your scouts are just looking at him. Forward holding on this map is kind of difficult because of all the spots that a soldier especially can get through. So honestly, when you forward hold, you just kind of want to stay in their like yard area and have like your combo like right here able to back off in case they double bomb, and have like you can do kind of like a 50-50 split with having a soldier and demo over here and both of your scouts and another soldier over here, or vice versa. Swap your demo and your soldiers. It probably is like better to have a demo man over here because you can trap both of these. And
What the
players do like, what the fuck?
Who joined?
I think that was Peppa.
Bro.
That was Peppa.
I have streamer mode on, so I didn't hear him join.
That's hilarious. But
Okay.
for forward holds, it's probably better to have your deal man over here, especially like not down here, like either up here or just sitting over here to trap both of these off, and your soldiers can sit up here and spam whoever walks through either of these doors, or get a full buff, and if you see them like any peep of their combo whatsoever, just double bomb them immediately. Especially with a full buff, it's just destructive. Really, this map plays like just like a very wide open, very probably one of the most wide open King of the Hill maps possible. So Soldier can be kind of painful to play on it. It's very much a scout oriented map. Especially considering like it doesn't matter where Soldier bombs from, you're gonna see him coming from a mile away. So
Right.
yeah, it's just crazy. If the enemy team is forward holding, I would say your best bet would be like 4 or 5 man bomb both your soldiers through this area right here, through the fence area. One common thing you'll see in pretty much all divs is when, if they are either forward holding or just holding in general, they're gonna have their medic in one of these shacks and just players all around in front of it. It's just kind of like the meta, because it's really, really hard to walk past all the players and just get to the medic. So they're probably going to be holding in there. Your best bet, honestly, is to just throw your explosive classes at them. It's not going to be easy if they're holding in there. That's just kind of a known thing. That's a known... I'd call it a flaw with this map. It's really easy to hold. Trap spots? This is for demo man. I don't know. I'm just not here to like switch classes.
Lol.
I haven't played too much demo man on this map, but I do know a couple. Like trap spots, I believe you can. Oh, you can't do it. You used to be able to like this thing used to be set far enough off the wall you could step traps behind it and no one would see them. But funny trap spots for this map are typically like hide them up here somewhere.
That's evil.
Usually it's just like holding them, or holding like on the point. You can set them here or here. I've seen some people like aggressive demo man just be pure evil and set them right here. So anyone who walks through there just instantly dies. So this rock right here is also really, really good for that. Just set them all over. That's especially good if you have like soldiers bomb at the same time as they're walking through. If you really wanted to be like pure evil and forward hold, like all the way into their fucking, their spawn, there's soldiers hiding up there is really funny. Honestly, you can hide soldiers just about anywhere up here. I would, like, you know, I know you can, but even if you're like rolling them, I wouldn't like try spawn camping them. It's just fucking pure evil. This right here is be about as forward as I would hold, and I wouldn't hold your combo in here because it's way too enclosed and you can get bombed easy. I would honestly hold your soldiers forward. If you're going to forward hold this far, maybe your demo to watch traps. Like, have a soldier set up here or up here and just drop down on them whenever they come through. And as for off classes, remember how I mentioned the you can hold your combo in here?
You have a heavy?
On whatever side.
Yeah, I was thinking a heavy.
Or an engineer. You can have an engineer and build like a level 2 right here, and anyone who comes through just gets fucking deleted by it. That was a common thing back when we played this map, and let's see, when did I play this map? I was like, I think I was AM when this map was played last.
And is there any good sniper spots?
This map is probably the least friendly King of the Hill map for sniper because
that's what I've heard.
Everywhere he peeks from, he can get the hell spammed out of him. This right here is really the only major good spot, like, but you have a tower in your way, and if medic is just like hiding back here or in the shack, then you're just not killing them. That's why this map is not very good for the sniper. You can also like hang up here, right here, and kind of see anyone who might be like on the shack or just like sitting really far back near main. I mean, I'm happy to go sniper the wall.
Only way I can think of is if you're gonna have an NG and a sniper, build a dispenser so I can get on top of that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, sniper can't jump on the dispenser.
I'm stupid. He can't.
I don't know if this has been fixed, but before you used to be able to like. It's a really difficult jump to make. You used to be able to like jump up here. Yeah, see this?
Oh my god.
This right here. This is powerful, but you're gonna get fucking spammed to hell if you try this. That jump is not easy to make. Yeah, but
make it look easy,
in
bro.
general, this spot,
The big
you have to really time it. This spot right here, it lets you. I mean, you can kind of kill any scouts or soldiers who come up here, or maybe like near this area, near main. But that spot's pretty limited, and this spot right here is also pretty limited. So if you were to like peek from main, you'd have a chance, but you'd get spammed out pretty hard. So it'd be kind of like a jump out and try to go for a hero shot. And this right here is just kind of a no, because if you walk in through here without your team, you're just getting bombed instantly.
Yeah.
But as for off classes, like I said, engineer and heavy are probably like the number ones. If you're running pyro, you're honestly just not throwing, but you're trolling because you run pyro up here and they double bomb, you're not stopping anything. Like you might kill one of them, but you're gonna get double bombed.
And it's just so wide. Pyro is such a slow class.
Yeah, heavy's honestly best if you're trying to defend against a 4-man or a 5-man. Like, sure, you might die, but do know you have like 450 health, and there's going to be like at least a scout in there with you to shoot other players. So like, at the very least, your medic's going to survive, and you're going to eat all the damage. A gun's a little worse for that, but a gun has a higher chance of just killing everything, as long as it doesn't, you know, immediately get like 3-rocketed. Because when I play soldier, if I know like the medic is in there, I will sink rockets. Because I know that there's going to be a heavy or a gun right there. That, or if I happen to know that a gun is there, I will bomb and go as long as I'm able to. I'll go all the way around and just kill. That's one thing that I see a lot of soldiers do, and that I personally do. Because you can peek this and the gun kind of has to turn all the way around, or someone has to call that a soldier's there. Only issue is if they're expecting it, it's not as good. Because they'll try to bot at you to kill you before you get back there. It's the only big issue with it. So it honestly, like, it's riskier than even just going through here and like sacrificing yourself to kill whoever you can. But that's one thing, like, ideally, if you're doing that, you want to double bomb and have one soldier go forward and the other go back. While, you know, the rest of your team just, like, runs into the fucking sentry. Because the thing is if they're like half their team's in here with a sentry gun and the medic is like back here and your entire team comes to the forward, their combo is 100% going to back up back here and an attempt to escape in case the sentry gun or heavy fails, and well, their medic walks through here and hey look, you know, your soldier's just right there ready to kill him.
When
And
would, sorry, God.
What were you saying?
I was just gonna ask, when would you like go off class? Like, when would you do that? When would you do the switch?
It honestly depends on if you feel like for example, on like a disad hold, if you're holding like in here, although I really wouldn't hold here in a disad, I would hold back here just to be ready to get out in case that they, you know, the enemy team knows you have disad and they have full Uber and they're going to use into you. It's not good. Good to hold here because they're just going to walk in with Uber. I would hold here, honestly. Like, you technically could hold in here, but I wouldn't because they can just kind of like walk in there. It's another point that you'd have to guard. And it's a little more difficult to guard that closer in the event like a 5-man. They could just flood 2 players up here, 2 players back there, and it just kill you. But on like an even hold, you can hold in here. Or if you have ad and you want to keep your medic safe because you know they're going to 5-man, hold in here. You technically don't have to hold in there. You can hold super passive all the way back here in yard and be ready to get out if they 5-man. Because the thing is the 5-man is they'll struggle to kill you as you're backing up with your, especially with your scouts and like soldiers forward, like shooting them. Only issue is you'll be giving up a bunch of space and possibly the cap unless you have like full Uber, have them try to kill themselves and then come back in. But it's best not to do that because you don't really want to be giving up space for any reason. Because, you know, if you can just keep that space while keeping your medic safe, it's great instead of having to take it back because they're not going to like push everyone in if they get that space. It's just having to deal with any other players that may have come forward and that could just like bomb is just annoying. So yeah, it's honestly on a hold like that, it's best you not give up space unless you absolutely have to. I would say another thing. I guess countering off classes is pretty self-explanatory. If they have a sniper, it's almost 100% going to go there, and if he doesn't, then just, and you know that they have a sniper, just spam the hell out of him. You know where he is. But sniper also sometimes will peek from here. That's like one of the first spots. But again, it doesn't have the greatest sightline. And again, he's super spammable and bombable. He almost 100% is going to peek from here and just shoot at anyone who tries to peek, like tries to walk forward or here. So sniper's really only good like in that position if they're like if someone's aggressive. And I think I forgot to mention that the first thing, like, if one soldier goes behind, the other soldier's 100% going to sit up here and spam. That's one thing that I do, at least if I'm playing soldier regardless, I either go behind or I spam. I would say your demo man would probably be best to just blob stickies up there first thing on mid to deny them that. Because they wouldn't, if their soldier's not going behind, he's 100% just going to sit and spam and wait for damage. But I'd say, yeah. Oh, scout is okay to like. It really just depends. If your demo man's being really aggressive, I would say have your scouts be very aggressive. Unless their soldiers are just absolute fiends and just constantly feeding, then really that's the only time that it'd be bad for your demo man to aggress, because then your demo would be walking forward alone while your scouts are trying to defend your medic. Not really the greatest, because then your demo man just dies. Oh yeah, and I also recommend, I don't know if you guys like how often like you guys are just building Uber, but you guys should be just, your pocket scout should be building Uber all the time when you have downtime, like constant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a constant thing. You always like, because yeah, just during downtime, just be constantly building. It's probably like, that's one thing that I see even a lot of like IM and some main teams they don't do. It's just, and they end up like having disad when they shouldn't, or you know, it could be even instead of you having slight disad. There's plenty of teams that will push in if they know they have slight ad, especially with their soldiers just jumping straight in and killing your medic. You know, a fast push. Another big thing that is really important with this map, and honestly it's kind of a common theme with a lot of King of the Hill maps and just playing sixes in general, is listen to focus calls. Like, especially in this, where it's very much your whole team is going to be, aside from your soldiers, your whole team's going to be very bunched up. You guys have no reason not to shoot the same things. So if it's called that their demo is forward and he's taking a lot of damage, just all focus him. You don't have to walk all the way across the point to do it, but if your demo man is doing a lot of damage and is calling it, then a scout and or soldier should be doing something off of that. That's, and it has to be like quick. Like, it can't be within the next 5 seconds, because at that point, you know, the player who's injured could have gotten like 2 arrows. You never know. But yeah. You guys don't scrim on weekends, do you?
No.
I
We
think we should
usually
start
do,
doing it, especially since it's the summertime almost. I have like today and
Monday,
tomorrow,
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is when we scrim.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these upcoming
like-
weeks should be more though. I finished my finals Monday, Tuesday.
Oh, nice. I would be able to spectate your guys' scrims on weekends, because that's my time off work.
Right.
The only time I would be able to spectate like weekday scrims would be if it's past 10:30.
Yeah, we don't usually do after 10:30 because people have work and shit. In the
And we're
morning.
just dead by then.
Yeah.
But I'd have
yeah,
to spectate one of your guys' scrims to see exactly like how you guys play on different maps, because I did see that one Sunshine demo review for your soldier. And
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
you guys do have like good aggression. You're definitely not necessarily a super slow team when it comes to pushes, but there were a few moments I saw where you guys could have like, you lost fights that you shouldn't have because you weren't focusing
Like killing that sentry.
target. Yeah, the sentry has to go down, and your soldier cannot be the only one spamming it. Ideally, if you push, demo man should be the one spamming it, and your soldier shouldn't be trying to, you know, almost dying trying to spam it. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I've
Which
seen. It's our soldiers are getting like to 20, 30, 40 health just to get the sentry down, and then they don't have health until last.
If your soldier spams that sentry, like, I'm talking to the soldier, don't let the sentry shoot you like that. Just, if you can't take it out with a couple rockets, give up. It's not worth it. Try a different angle. If you can't, then don't worry about it. You'll kill it on push. Your best bet, honestly, would be try to get like picks, like aim for picks. But anyway, back to like this map in general. Honestly, I've gone over quite a few points with this map. This map doesn't really have like a ton to it. Most King of the Hill maps don't really have a ton to them. Like, nowhere near as many talking points as 5 city maps. But in general, like, this map does favor like aggressive demomen especially. But aggressive demomen and aggressive scouts, that's a good thing to see, as long as you were calling focus. It's a demo stickies. If your demo's gonna be aggressive, put stickies all over this, and they won't be able to walk forward. And the scouts should be focusing primarily on bombers and secondary on, focus calls. Hang on. All right, but yeah, that's pretty much this map in a nutshell. Is just like a dream for scouts and a nightmare for soldiers.
Yeah, I noticed that when I rang for James. I was pocket soldier. It was so just I wanted to die.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but like, it's also kind of boring on Scout if you think about it. So.
Well, not if the soldiers are, doing bombs often. Then you're pretty much just like farming strangers.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but it's pretty simple. So.
Yeah, honestly, like I said, most King of the Hill maps are pretty simple when it comes to like the way they play.
I think this is the most simple. King of the Hill
I don't know about that. I think I'd say Bagel is the most simple.
I don't know.
Not necessarily, because you technically do have a sort of flank on that with the houses.
Yeah.
Whereas on this map, you just don't have that.
Just go right through the center.
Unless, the thing is like, sure, you can have a soldier walk up here and try to get here, but this really isn't much of a flank, because all it takes is one of your players looking over.
See every single lane of it.
Whereas on Bagel, you can have a soldier walk into either house, and if you're not like watching the houses, then you don't know he's there.
He gets through. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, is Bagel even in like the Sixes rotation still? I don't remember.
It is. This replaced product, I think.
That's fucking cursed. What?
I'm glad it did. I was kind of tired of product, although I am sad Soldier got removed. R.I.P.
I'm happy there's less sniper maps.
I don't know, man. I think product is kind of a. I like product more than this map, though.
I like product, but I don't like dealing with snipers on product.
Product is more interesting in that it doesn't favor scout nearly as much, and soldiers actually have a chance. I mean, unless the other team's running full-time sniper, then
or heavy.
That's or pyro. Pyro is actually viable on product because it's not a massive wide open map, and you actually have a chance to get close to players and just kill them. But yeah, this map is way too wide open to be friendly for soldier, unless you're talking like, you can bomb, it's got plenty of bomb spots, but you're gonna get laser beamed by a scout every time you try.
Yeah, everyone's gonna see you bombing the second you walk in.
Actually, I just played this map on I was subbing for a team for the Highlander Experimental Cup, and we played this map. It's even worse on Highlander. Because like their sniper was holding in that one crate spot right there, and every time I tried to bomb, everyone just looks at me. Everyone.
Headshot.
Yeah, I got headshot in the air at one point. I'm like, oh fuck, not okay.
There's not even like another soldier to bomb with you.
Yeah, no, it's just you. Like, you're the only one against 9 other players trying to get picks.
You're the only one. Complete the mission.
And what was even worse is our medic was not giving me like, not even 250 buffs. I was like jumping off 40 health.
Oh my god, I would.
Nah, you're just dying every time.
Yeah, I'd lose my mind.
The only time I was ever really like able to do much is if then they were holding their combo in here, and I just bombed up here and just sync rocketed whatever was sitting there. But yeah, it really was not fun. This map plays very similarly on Highlander as it does to Sixes, just minus, different classes and different ways to aggress. Like,
so you just have like your heavy sit in the fucking hut the whole time?
Pretty much, yeah. Your heavy and your pyro pretty much just either sits back here or in here.
That's fun.
Another thing, and this map plays differently in Highlander, is just like, you can actually push off a player disad, and that's what we were doing, and it was working. Because you just have your demo man, and your soldiers spam the hell out of this whenever anyone peeks, and, your the pyro might be able to reflect, some of the projectiles, but it's not going to reflect all of them. Only issue is if their sniper is, like, has free reign, which that was one thing I was trying to do, is, like, suppress the sniper. That's what your soldier ideally should be doing. And highlights the Highlander, but if he's not suppressed, he's just kind of a menace. Because the thing is in Highlander, you have so many other things to focus on. You can't, have too many people focusing on just the sniper up here, or you're going to end up getting caught out and killed. But in sixes, snipers not as good on this map because wherever he peeks from, you can have, your soldiers spam or bomb him.
Oh.
Is that it?
Honestly, I have to see how you guys play to like get a general gist on what kind of a team you are on this map.
I mean, I have all my VODs on Twitch. I'm pretty
we
sure.
haven't played this map yet.
I have a VOD
to...
of me and fucking James's team. That's the only VOD.
Oh, that doesn't count. That's you on a class that you're not playing and not with our team.
Fuck you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but I was told like not to fucking play maps until we get a map review first. So we haven't played this one yet.
Yeah. Pretty much every mid. So one soldier up here, other soldier can either bomb or honestly, another thing you can do a soldier can do is sit right here and wait for damage. Especially if their domain starts to aggress, then that's a good bombing opportunity, or like I said, you just go behind. Draw eyes. Another thing your soldiers that can go behind can do if you don't plan on like sacrificing yourself is like in a way kind of like go behind and jump back out. And they'll think, that's just draws more attention. Especially if your domain calls that they're going to be aggressive. That's another thing, honestly. You don't see it much in lower divs, but if you ever watch an invite VOD, a lot of the players will call like every single thing that they're doing at that moment. And that's one thing that is honestly very important that I don't really see a lot of even like main or maybe even like some like mid-advanced teams do. Just call everything that you're doing. If you're going to walk forward, or if you're going to walk onto the point, call it. If you're going to back up, call it. Like, pretty much, like, call almost every single move you make.
Okay.
The thing is, though, I've heard from some people. I'm not sure if unless you're just talking about Koth, especially for flank scout. I've heard that your calls are like minimal.
Not necessarily. I mean, on the flank, you can get away. You can, of course, get away with making less calls, but it's still important to make calls, especially if you're on the flank and one of your jobs is like spotting players. Like, I mean, on King of the Hill, especially, like it's your whole team's job to spot where players are. Like, if you happen to see someone, don't be afraid to call them. On 5CP, it's a little different. You're really only ever going to be like calling players on the flank, unless you are,
okay, Kermit.
A bit late.
Unless you're like all the way in on the flank, and you can call whatever player you see. But usually on 5CP, it's your combo's job to call where players are because they're going to be able to, like, for example, play aggressive and choke. I mean, and call where the medic is, and that's, feed that information to your roamer at the very least. But flank is less about calling where someone is unless there's a player like being aggressive on the flank. Then you would call that you need help. So yeah, you are right for the most part, but it's two completely different things in King of the Hill versus 5CP. And honestly, like I said, with King of the Hill, at least when it comes to like your scouts, you kind of want to have two pocket scouts because there really is no flank on this map. Unless you want to have, like, you want to be the designated scout that goes back and kills their soldier when he jumps back. But that's one of those things where if you don't actually know where he is, don't take the 1v1 because you may just like walk in here and immediately get jumped and die.
Yeah.
Like, because usually soldiers,
especially if you're Yuri.
Here.
I don't want you doing that, Yuri.
Like, if you, like, for example, if you see a soldier go back here, you walk right here, he's either going to be, he's either going to go for the pack down here, but if he comes for the pack right here, you're just kind of dead because he might, if he's jumping behind, he's going to expect to play, at least one player to come back. He can at the very least. He could just see you, you're dead.
From what I've
that is really not a good spot for a scout to be against a soldier.
From what I've seen, from the first time I played this map, pretty much just on there that any going forward pretty much at all, unless you team wipe, from what I've heard, is like the only time you should go forward, or like 4 or 5 kills. So I'm probably just not gonna do that unless like it's really needed.
Huh? We're talking about going back, like our side, to kill a soldier. But
Our side.
we're
I
not, we're not
thought
talking
their
about. We're not
side.
talking about forward.
Yeah,
Their
no,
Oh my
side.
God.
Oh my god.
Never do that.
How do
He
I
was
join
he
in
was
mid-conversation
on red
and
side.
understand what's
He
about
was
here?
on
Doesn't-
red side, bro.
Did you
Okay,
not
I was
listen to
just
what he
saying
was
that
saying,
as
though?
in general as like
He's
discussion.
on
like,
blue team
I
though.
forgot
So
what team I was on. It doesn't
Oh.
really matter. I was using that as
doesn't-
like a general illustration. Like
This guy.
if a soldier jumps behind your team and you want to be the designated I'm going to go back and kill him scout, don't do it here. Don't walk in here, because if he's sitting on this pack, you're dead. Your best bet honestly would be to catch him as he's walking over here, especially if he's going this pack, or just don't go back for him at all and just keep an eye behind. Especially if you
I
win
think
the
I prefer you
mid-fight.
to do that.
Yeah, honestly,
probably
it's
what I'm
best
gonna
to
do
that.
anyways. Sit like
And-
on the roof or like on the crate.
Only have at most 2 players looking back for him, and don't always don't just turn your back to the enemy team, because if they see you doing that, that's another thing that jumping behind does, is if you can do it to draw eyes and get players to look at you, that's great grounds for you to walk forward. Or if it's happening to your team, they're just going to walk forward at you. Like paying attention is like one of the biggest things with Ping the Hill maps that have like perfect spots for soldiers or other players to just go behind. Like it just in general, it's yeah. But yeah, pretty much. If you're not gonna and if you're not gonna go behind a soldier, like I said, just sit on this shack right here and spam. You can also another thing I like to do is soldiers just constantly fade bomb. Like if you're not going to actually commit to a bomb, just constantly jump from here to that valley and just spam rockets, because it gets players thinking that you're going to actually bomb them, and in some cases they'll back up, and it's great grounds for your team to push forward. Because again, this map, especially with 2 soldiers, you can if you can't get your soldiers to actually bomb and get picked without getting laser beamed by scouts, then you can at least have them safely fade bomb and create a bunch of space. It's just make sure you're calling it, and make sure your demo knows to get aggressive when you actually do bomb. But for a fade bomb, honestly, like I said, just you can either jump from your shack all the way to from here, you can into a valley, or if you're feeling extra daring and want to try to go for some spam, you can jump here and spam anyone who comes here. You just I fucked it up, but you can jump away. Just make sure you're not wasting all your rockets when you spam, so that way you have at least 1 rocket to get away. That was kind of a pencil, but hey, you get what I mean. But yeah. I think that's almost every point that I can think of. Like I said, I'd have to see you guys play this map to get a general fine-tune tips on how you guys could possibly improve on it.
Okay.
How's Nonagon been on Roamer, by the way, Alien?
He played only once this week, I guess. So I think he's okay. He's not as good as you, but he's doing fine.
I saw him in an MGE server earlier.
Yeah, he's. I think that's what he's doing right now. Actually, no, he's not online.
I mean,
He
MJing
said
is
he-
never bad, but it doesn't really teach you
Yeah.
sixes.
Yeah, but it does help, especially at the lower div. That's kind of all I did when I was playing Roamer and AM, is I just constantly played MG.
Well, Nan's issue isn't the DM, is the thing. His DM is fine. His DM on demo was even really good. The problem was always just, playing around with the team and then knowing when to spam or go in and shit, you know what I mean? If you watch Nonagon's demo, you'd know what I mean. There were
Yeah,
3
yeah,
matches, you
his-
got
his
470
traps are
damage.
Terrible.
Yeah, but he's getting like 470 damage in multiple matches.
Yeah, he single bets. He doesn't like traps ever. Like, very good like DM demo, not like grade 6's demo. I don't know. I think the only reason he did well in NC is because it's NC and you can get away with that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's always been a struggle to find demos that are even laying traps. Like, Oleander's definitely a lot better at laying traps, but even then, it's just always like, anytime we're like calling to get out, it feels like we never have traps down to actually get out.
Yeah.
Like, all the matches
Yeah,
I'm ever in.
I guess sometimes you're like more focused on living. You just like forget to lay it. I don't know.
Honestly, from what I've seen about Oleander is like she's just very that's good. One thing is like I mentioned earlier, she's very aggressive, but she doesn't quite know when to get out.
Yeah, I've
I mean,
noticed that too.
The aggression thing is great, especially considering her DM is like really good, but there's not much you're doing, no matter how good your DM is, there's not much you're doing when like half the enemy team is focusing you at the same time.
It's really hard to 1v3.
Yeah, it's hard
Especially
to
in a
1v2.
demo.
Like, if there's more than one player focusing you at the same time, then you really should be backing up. Or, you know, calling for help. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's pretty much every point I can make about this map, like, at least without knowing, like, how you guys play on it in general. Just, you know, make sure your
I could,
soldiers
like-
are fade bombing frequently, make sure, your scouts are sticking with your medic, and yeah, don't let your demo aggress unless your soldiers are doing work. It's especially important.
If we end up playing this map this week, I can send you a demo for it.
Alright, yeah.
I think we really
and
need to
then-
work on our intense on mids, to be honest.
Yeah,
It's like one of our weakest
Yeah.
points.
is our mids.
Like I said, as long as with a mid fight here, as long as you have your demo man aggressing when your soldiers either fade bomb or actually bomb, especially if you have one soldier go behind, that's when you should call for your demo to be aggressive, and your scouts should also be, you know, not abandoning your medic but walking forward with demo man to clean up on damage.
Yeah.
Some teams, when your soldier either fade bombs or if you have a soldier go behind, what they'll do is they know you're effectively, you know, you have a soldier out of the fight, and they will bomb one soldier forward or possibly both. And it will be, you know, that's why I say your scouts shouldn't be too far forward. Because if that happens, then you're gonna have, your whole combo is gonna have to back up. But having both scouts focusing, you know, soldiers is just very powerful on this map. Because like I said, this map favors scout a lot.
Well, who decides to show up when it's almost over?
Sorry, my dad's car broke down. I needed help.
I saw you MGing all night.
Yeah, I know. I was just playing with my friends.
I was in the
Yeah,
server
instead of-
you were in.
Instead of coming to our in-house 5v5 pugs, like, okay, bro.
Dude, I'm not playing these dog shit pugs.
No one's doing the poverty plugs. Come on, man.
Yeah. You
Those
and
weren't
both
even,
know they're
like,
terrible.
those weren't even in Dia. That was in here.
It doesn't
I know.
matter. It's
That's
fucking
even
probably
worse.
still the people from
No, we
that.
fucking. No, it was just entirely people from here. It was like Griffin trying to do his Highlander shit, but like they got baited, so they just got like 3 other people to do a sixes game.
Wait,
Before
when
this.
was this a thing? What the fuck?
You don't know about that?
What?
That's
It's
been
like
possible.
Snake water.
Yeah, you can just bomb to the other side and then have your other soldier bomb around and like fucking pencil them. Pencil them. Pencil them.
These-
Pencil
It's
them.
interesting.
Pops, get in here.
pencil, pencil, and then have your combo push them forward. Have your other soldier bomb to that, and then have the other soldier bomb
Pops is
around.
not the OG pencil jumping soldier. You want to know who the OG pencil jumping soldier was when I was playing like pugs and stuff?
Ew.
A player named Omar.
That
This
sounds
motherfucker-
like
I
a
think
pen-
I've
that
seen
sounds like
him
a
at
pencil jumper.
Uncletopia.
Yeah, Omar. Was it Omar MXB? Something along those lines. I don't know what he's named now, but that motherfucker would go black box, buff banner and then just it's so fucking bad. You know what's funny is no one would be able to fucking kill him for some reason, and he would drop
I
350 DPM on Black Box.
Black Box is not that bad, but Buff Banner?
Yeah, but here's the thing: if you're pencil jumping with buff banner
Yeah.
with a Black Box, you already have a midi beam shoved up your ass, getting 40% heals, and you're just never dying.
Yeah. I think I already like know this map a little bit. If I'm correct, like the meta, like when you're instead of forward holding, it's just a bunker in shed.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
You want,
yeah. I
You
can just
don't-
I can watch if you guys.
You don't. If you're gonna forward hold, it's not like it is on like product where you hold here. Don't fucking hold here. This is
Yeah.
horrible. If a soldier jumps out of any of these, your medic has no place to go.
Yeah.
Or at least if you're gonna forward hold, have one of your, a few of your explosive classes come up here like your dome man, throw a few traps, or have a soldier. I was telling them this, or have a soldier hide up on either of those. That's good. But you, like on an even hold, have your medic hide in your shack, and either you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
off class, you don't have to off class, but you can have like a heavy or an engineer with a gun right here,
Oh yeah.
and have your scouts watch this door back here, because if they send like say 5-man, actually on an even hold they're going to 5-man, but if it's like disad for them, they're going to 4-man and have a scout stay back and spawn and build with their medic.
Yeah.
That's another thing is, yeah, you can decide to 4-man and have a scout build with your medic spawn. But they're going to send like either demo and soldier right up here, and then have another soldier go all the way back here while the rest of their players are looking to kill those players up here, and the soldier walks in here and just
Why not just on top of the shed? It's safer.
because their medic can still get out, and
Yeah.
the rest of the team's gonna know you're here, and you're probably going to die pretty quickly. You can jump up here and spam them, but that doesn't guarantee that their medic's gonna walk all the way back there. So if their medic doesn't walk all the way back, then you're gonna have to come forward and kill them. Or come in, like actually come into the shack. It's just more guaranteed. You're more guaranteed to get the kill if you just walk into the shed.
If you walk into the shed, you block their escape too.
Yeah, that too. Thing is like, what if you shoot their medic here? You do actually hit a rocket. Their medic's walking out. You
surfs
shoot, and they
out.
surf all the way out.
Yeah.
Like it's especially if he surfs this pack, you might as well just forget killing him, because now you're gonna have to shoot him with at least 2 more rockets to kill him. And the other team already knows you're there. You're already down like half of your health. It's just not good at all.
Okay.
But yeah, pretty much. I have to see how you guys play this map. So I mean, if you scrim this map, then just like get a bot, or if I happen to be one of those days where I can actually like openly spectate you guys, then that works too.
You have my Twitch, right? I think we sent it, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so,
Yeah.
You should sync up
To be
like.
fair, watching Yuri's POV is probably the worst to see what's going
Yeah.
on.
Well, I'm gonna be on this
Well, I mean,
map at
alien
least. On
streams.
this map.
Regardless, any POV works,
Uh,
as long as you're not doing like dumb shit.
This is
You're-
Yuri.
Well,
He's definitely
on
doing
this
that
on
shit.
this map, I shouldn't be. I'm gonna be the
Oh,
med.
I shouldn't be doing dumb shit on this map in particular.
You're Roamer, right?
No, yeah, I'm flank
There is
scout.
Flank scout.
Oh, scout. Okay. That works either way. Flanks, dumb shit is only allowed on 5 CP, don't you know?
Yeah.
That's just called sacking, dude. What do you mean?
Or feeding if you don't
No,
get
it's only
anything.
sacking if you get a kill.
Yeah, it's feeding if you don't get anything.
Well, I mean, honestly, leave the feeding to your roamer as flank scout. You should kind of just be hanging back for your roamer and being, again, clean up your roamer. Or you can sort of be the bait. One thing that I like to do on the flank as roamer is I'll have my flank scout bait someone in, and then I'll just walk out and kill them.
Go, my shithound. Bait the team.
I actually have like a clip from AM on like my Twitch somewhere of me hiding around the corner in sunshine and having my flank scout bait them, and I just turn the corner and one rocket them. It's funny, but yeah,
I saw Frotech run like NG on this, I think, one time.
yes, like I
It's
said, NG
heavy
is-
or NG works.
No, like
Either one.
full-time NG, I think, or mostly
Yeah.
full-time.
Yes, you can, because like I said, building Honestly, the troll move for Inji would be building a sentry in their shack, because if they walk over here without they just die.
Yeah.
Do that on a team wipe.
Pretty much. Pretty much. That's the only
No,
time
like
you
if
can.
someone dies, someone just comes up base beast. Just
Base beast, that could
Base
work.
beast.
I guessed.
yeah.
You're really slow
Yes.
though.
I guess.
Put a
Did I say I
teleporter right
guessed?
here.
Yeah.
Just teleport
I think I
behind
just
them and
said
kill them.
Nothing personal.
Dude, telefrags,
forward-thinking there.
telefrags. Oh my god. Think about it.
Is Eureka banned?
I don't think it is. It's not.
Oh yeah, wait,
No.
guys, hang on, is this still a thing? I don't know if the Eureka effect's banned.
I don't know.
I don't think it is. I don't
some
see any
fucking
reason why
reason.
you would.
If you don't have any unusuals and you're completely just like stock, you can hide in this bush. It's so fucking stupid. It actually works.
Fuck, I have
If
an
you're
unusual.
scout
No.
and you crouch
That's a
down low
Kermit
enough,
thing.
you crouch down low enough, they won't see you right away. We had
That's a
a
Pan
player
Gaming
do that
spot,
at one
bro.
time.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just too
Eureka
small.
effect isn't banned.
Because there's no reason.
Oh, and
for
all
you
I
to
can
use
think
the
of is
sixes.
the clip of Benny go back, walk back, hiding in the bush like on the right side, and Habib just like walks over and hides in it with him and gets him killed.
Yeah. Because Abib has like fucking expensive ass backpack. All the unusuals.
Yeah.
Not even that, just two people in the bush. Like,
You're
can't
gonna
hide
see two people. You're gonna see it. There's
One
just
is a
more
stretch,
better.
two is
Especially,
Oh, no.
especially a demo.
Funny thing, see this window right here? This
Yeah.
window is a one-way window. You can see through it here.
Oh, that's
Okay, you go on the
fucking.
other side.
That's
You
goaded.
go on the other side, you can't see through it.
That's pretty
Although
good.
it's
That's,
not super useful unless the enemy team, for some stupid reason, is forward holding all the way up here, or if they have like a soldier sitting here for some reason, which you really wouldn't want. Soldier should be again up here. Wait. You used to be able
oh,
to sit
you
here,
can't
that's
stand
fine
up
now.
there. Oh, you can.
Oh,
You
you
gotta
you
hold
can
X.
surf on
all
both
the
of
way
them,
up.
can't you?
Wait, you have to like wall bug into them.
On this side. This side, okay, it's weird. You go ahead.
Skills you.
Come on, let me try
You can
this.
sit all the way up here. You can sit up here, but you cannot sit on top of that one. So wait a second.
Let me try this. Come on.
We're all just joining.
I think I
You might be able to sit on a light pole. Can you sit on a light pole? No, you cannot.
Oh.
That's weird.
Only some of those have clipping.
Yeah, you can sit up on this one. Here, so you might be able to if you just like, yes, on this one you might be able to if you just hold it.
Yeah.
It's probably like a lot like the ramp or the ramp.
You can do it, you just have to not
controls.
crouch. You just have to
Yeah.
not crouch. Yuri's
It's a
looking
lot
at me
like-
do it.
It's a lot like the ramped roof on goalie above big door. You just kind of sit up here like this.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, hold on.
You can.
Come to red side.
And then again, it's probably best you hold up here because most teams are gonna roll out right here. Anyway.
Yeah.
So if they roll out here, then you're either playing Highlander or they're trolling.
Bro, that's what we always rolled out whenever I played. The fuck? I guess they didn't know how to play the map. I don't know.
No, they didn't know how to play this map.
Oh, okay. They always went out their main.
Usually you'd roll out Valley at all times unless you're 5 manning. Then you can roll out kind of anywhere because mostly soldiers are gonna bomb from up there. And scouts are usually, it'd be better for scouts to walk out here because this tower kind of obstructs the enemy team's view if they're holding in here and they won't see you coming right away.
Noted. Thank you.
Unless their soldiers are being complete goblins sitting up here and just spamming down on you. But then again, they're probably going to be paying more attention to your soldiers in here. You know, because if anything,
It's louder.
you know, especially like if anything, you know, soldiers' brains are hardwired. You have to go for the air shot. You just have to.
You have to,
Exactly.
bro.
Dopamine.
But yeah, so if there's any chance I could like spectate your guys' scrims or like get a VOD of your scrims, then that'd be
Yeah.
good, and I could see exactly how you play in this map.
I mean, you
Yeah,
should
yeah.
probably look at
Yeah.
aliens. Aliens vibes, because he's pocket scout.
Well,
Yeah,
this
Pocket
this
scout
map there's
or
2
possibly
pocket scouts.
medic, depending on.
Honestly, having like an
Move with
actual
different
demo
plays.
would probably be best.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll
Aren't you
send a
playing
demo if
medic
we can play
anyways? You're playing medic now,
What?
right? Right?
this. No, I just said it depends on who I get for my my 6th player.
To learn how to count Uber and such.
Yeah. If we get like a really fucking good pocket scout, then I'll play medic. But like, if we get a really good medic, I'll play pocket scout. I don't give a shit.
The Merc #1 rollout.
All right. Am I good to stop the recording or what?
Yeah,
Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
pretty much